Bucks. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. On our sideline reporting tonight, Allie LaForce. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Jaden McDaniel.
And guys, his effective field goal percentage is trending in the wrong direction over the past 5 games. Shot discipline hasn't been the best. He'll be looking to play a smarter game tonight.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. A.J. Green out there with Rollins. And it's Kuzma in at the 3. And for Minnesota, guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. Out to the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randall. And it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. Well, it's still early in the season, Greg, but we're getting an idea about which direction teams are headed in.
So true, but so much can change between now and the end of the schedule. So the most important thing at this stage, building momentum heading towards midseason.
Now, here's Kuzma. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And Antetokounmpo slamming it down there, using his sensational will to finish with the flush.
Gobert with a screen for Edwards. A three-pointer off the mark. Looking at the last game for Milwaukee, it was a loss to the Heat in Miami. Here's Giannis. No good off the front iron. Minnesota with the ball. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. Giannis was the topic of our conversation, and coach said after a deep breath, I mean, there's no need to exhaust yourself over how to stop Giannis. He's going to leave his mark on the floor. We just have to deploy something to mute his production a little bit. They've definitely got their hands full trying to slow one of the game's best. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Edwards against Green. McDaniels a screen on Green. Edwards passes to DiVincenzo. And that one no good to start him off on the night. The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Antetokounmpo inside. Working on McDaniels. Antetokounmpo, no good. The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. BB, no one has more Defensive Player of the Year awards than Rudy Gobert. 4 of them.
Well, with the 4, he is now tied with the great Dikembe Mutombo and the great Ben Wallace. Does he have another one in his sights?
Here's Rollins. Following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Kick out to Giannis. Giannis with another miss. Antetokounmpo's gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field here. DiVincenzo finds Edwards. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Well, we know this about Anthony Edwards. This guy, one of the stronger guards in this game. That's a tough finish.
Green with a screen on DiVincenzo. Rollins the pass to Antetokounmpo. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. 11 points last game. 3-pointer, Randall. Connects from 3-point range. Randall's got 7 points.
Credit Julius Randle. Off-season preparation trying to build the 3-point range.
Edwards against Green. Pass to Rollins. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots from the corner. Rebound, Minnesota. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Really a disappointing effort. That game could have and should have been closer than it was.
Listen, I don't fault the effort. That was there all night. It was the quality of play that was lacking. There was not a ton of cohesion. They've got to figure it out.
And the Bucks with possession here after the basket by Minnesota. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Turner with a screen on Randall. Antetokounmpo passes to Turner. Puts up a three. Drills the three-pointer.
Well, that's the great three-point stroke of Miles Turner, and has that feathery touch from deep at his size, really hard to guard.
Now here's Randall. 9 points in the game so far. And here's Edwards from the arc. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. He has 5.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Rollins the pass to Turner. Kuzma with the screen for Turner. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Oh, Turner with the quick response from distance.
Randall outside. For 3, Edwards. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep. And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Minnesota making some changes. Reed, he's checked in for Julius Randle. And Mike Conley subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. Here's Rollins. Last game, 26 points. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Big man taking it to the hole. Gobert with a head of steam that time.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, guys, after giving up Damian Lillard to the wave and stretch, the Bucks are going point guard by committee, with Kevin Porter Jr., Cole Anthony, and Ryan Rollins all contributing. And I expect we'll see the ball in Giannis' hands early and often.
He knows his stuff. Shams Charania with the report. Hey, Shams, thanks. Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Miller's checked in for Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels, and Dillingham subbed in for Edwards. Trent's checked in for the Bucks. Anthony comes in for A.J. Green. Here's Rollins. Michael Conley making his last shot. Turner with a screen on Conley. Here's Rollins. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
I'll tell you, an underrated thing right there. How effective that screen was. It just creates a lane to the cup.
Conley against Rollins. Conley's shot is off.
Boy, I'd like to see him finish that play with more authority.
Antetokounmpo inside. Over by Conley. Anthony's shot is off. Minnesota leading by 5. Here's Dillingham. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Clark.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Miles Turner. This past month, he's really set himself apart. And he's among the top 20 players in three-point field goal percentage. He has been locked and loaded from beyond.
And trying to muscle up shots against him is tough. His body type makes it supremely difficult. Just a dominant rim protector all season. 20 feet out. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
I think this is what you love about Miles Turner. His face-up game and ability to knock down jumpers is on point.
So Anthony Edwards, the Timberwolves franchise player. G.A., how good do you think he can be?
Well, some were ready to anoint him the new face of the league. But if they're to win the franchise's first title, there's another level he's got to reach.
Julius Randle's checked in for Reed. The Bucks also changing it up. Sims is checked in, and Bobby Portis subbed in for Antetokounmpo. Anthony dishes to Harris. To the paint. Pass to Sims. And here is Trent outside. Nailed from three-point land.
Pre-shot preparation, so important. You have to be ready to rise and fire as soon as that ball touches your hands. Gary Trent Jr., yes, sir.
Now, here's Clark. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Randall. And stolen by Portis. Anthony looking it over. to Sims. 5 to shoot. Harris kicks to Anthony. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Randall against Portis. Randall passes to Reed. Here's Conley, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Timberwolves gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. The first free throw is good. And Conley drops them both.
This is definitely not the guy to foul. He loves getting to the free throw line.
And stolen by Dillingham. Julius Randle getting it done for Minnesota. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, Portis is out there with Gary Trent. Then it's Gary Harris. Then it's Anthony. And it's Sims in at the center position. Anthony, the pass to Sims. Powered down with both hands.
Just great timing on the play and rhythm on the pass. Cole Anthony setting his teammate up beautifully.
And it's Conley with the ball for Minnesota. The Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. And that one's good by Clark.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForge on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Timberwolves have elite shot creation, but it's finding that balance. Anthony Edwards said, "I'm wired to score the ball. I'm going to showcase my game, so it's hard to find that balance of when to pass and when to keep it and try to get going. Sometimes I feel like the right play is me." Back to you guys.
Fills it up with the best. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Now here's Randall. He's got 9. Shot clock at 5. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. There's the 3. No good from Clark. Bucks trail by 4. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Sims. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Conley up top. To the wing right side. Pass to Dillingham. And here's Randall. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Portis. Conley against Anthony. Down low. Here's Sims. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Randall, a screen on Anthony. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Another miss by Minnesota. It's Trent on the wing. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And there are the Bucks with another bucket. Minnesota's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And timeout called by Chris Finch. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Some changes for Minnesota. Shannon's checked in, and it's Edwards in for Dillingham. Here's Randall. He's coming off a 10-point game against Oklahoma City.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
Here's Anthony after the basket by Minnesota. Giannis' screen on Conley. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Anthony's got the game tied up here for the Bucks.
I love it when guards are willing to get on the inside and go ahead and make plays. Cole Anthony, a scorer by nature.
Now, here's Reed. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Shannon passes to Randall. And here is Conley, covered by Anthony. Pass to Shannon. The tray. The shot will not fall.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Antetokounmpo against Randall. Back to Green. It's stolen by Edwards. Edwards slashing inside. Timberwolves passing it around. Randall down low. He's against Kuzma. 6 on the shot clock. Randall down low. Guarded by Kuzma. Randall no good. Randall against Giannis. Anthony on the wing. Back to Antetokounmpo. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one. Indoors for the Timberwolves, 2 consecutive trips to the Western Conference Final.
Kevin, this is by far the franchise's most successful era to date. But, of course, they are not satisfied. Anthony Edwards desires a championship because he wants to be considered amongst the all-time greats.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 8. And here's Trent outside. Julius Randle with the rebound. Randle's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Conley for 3. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Bucks have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. On the wing, Green. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Green's got the lead up to 5 now for Milwaukee. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Timberwolves. Randall outside. Looking to end the run. Count it. Randall's got 11 points.
Well, that's Randall working in his comfort zone. You can see how confident he is on his ability to score inside.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at Minnesota. Right now they're in 7th in the conference, looking to build on their record.
Well, I think for Minnesota, they're a team searching for a way to take a leap forward this season. So far, here in the early going, that leap has not existed.
Yeah, it hasn't been all bad, though. I mean, they've had some nice wins, and even if they're not an elite-level team, they still have the look of a playoff team.
The Bucks leading. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Pass to Rollins. And the turnover again by Milwaukee.
And let's review some numbers for Anthony Edwards. He's putting up about 28 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And you talk about defensive presence, he's the real difference maker on that end.
Yeah, he's always somewhere around the ball, finding ways to help his team by shutting down the opponents. Boy, this guy doing his job, spacing the floor. He had 2 triples in the first, and he just gets his 3rd to go.
Pass to Turner. Now Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good on the 3-point shot. Green's got his 2nd bucket.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Scoreless thus far. Giannis against Reed. Stolen by McDaniel. For 3, Edwards. Oh, Edwards, and look how far away he is.
Yeah, another bucket. This guy just keeping his foot on the gas pedal.
Outside, out of the Kumbo. Pass to Green. Out of the Kumbo, a screen on Edwards. And Green gets it to go.
Boy, slow start for him out of the gates, but you can feel that rhythm building.
DiVincenzo passes to Edwards from 12 feet out. And Gobert kicks to McDaniel. The three-pointer no good.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And the double up Antetokounmpo. And Turner with the basket on the assist from Antetokounmpo. Now it's a 3-point Bucks lead. The Timberwolves shooting well, 50% from the floor. McDaniels against Kuzma. And here's Edwards from the arc. Edwards with another miss. Milwaukee's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. DiVincenzo passes to Reed. Left side, Edwards. Edwards getting the close range, too.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Bucks lead by 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Thanks for joining us. We've got the Milwaukee Bucks in a tight ball game at the end of the half.
Contributions from their bench, providing once again the importance of depth.
Yeah, with the way their starters play, they may also need their subs in the second half. And I'm not talking submarine sandwiches, even though I'm hungry right now.
All right, let's turn now to take a look at how the Eastern Conference is shaping up.
When I look at the Bucks, they knew they'd be in for a rough start. The question is, do they have the tools to turn it around? The front office will tell you yes, but they're the ones who assembled the team.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster, then that can be as difficult as anything.
The wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1 spot. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. The free throw drops for Green. Greg, over the last 9 seasons, the Bucks with the second most wins in the regular season.
I mean, a dominant run to be sure. Now, not to mention the franchise's second ever title back in 21. Those are things you can never take away.
And you look at this Timberwolves roster, doors quite a spread as far as the ages of their top players.
Oh, Kevin, you've got a couple of guys who are absolutely on the back 9 and really walking up the fairway of number 18. And then you've got Mr. McDaniels and Anthony Edwards, 2 guys in their early 20s. But this is the fascinating part. There's a runway left, and what do they do with it?
Oh, here's Edwards, and here's DiVincenzo from the arc.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
It's his first trip to the line.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
He misses the free throw.
Wow. Well, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
Now, here's McDaniel. Still scoreless. Yep, that one goes.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Here's Rollins. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
And maybe the most bankable play in this offense. Antetokounmpo on the roll with the finish.
Here's Edwards. Edwards, he is a bruiser.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Giannis passes to Rollins. The Bucks working the ball around. Turner for three. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his fifth rebound in this one. DiVincenzo passes to Edwards. Not happening there. 5 misses now and 13 shots from the floor. And it's Kuzma with the ball for Milwaukee. The lead is 2. Stolen by McDaniels. Pass to DiVincenzo. For the lead. The rebound by Turner. Milwaukee's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Rebound, Minnesota. Randall's got his 5th rebound in this one. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Anthony Edwards keeps a tight circle. He said, I've known my whole crew since I was 13, and that's the answer to everything. And the crew includes those voices of wisdom, too.
Edwards with the dunk of the night.
Oh, give me a little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. Antetokounmpo inside. Randall on him. To the right side. Rollins the pass to Turner. Rollins with a screen on Gobert. Shots good by Turner.
Okay, Miles Turner going to the mid-range. Money in the bank for that guy.
Of course, what about Miles Turner? He views himself as more than just an athlete.
I think he views himself as a Renaissance man, very much into style and fashion. He considers himself an artist. If you've ever seen any of his creations, they are mind-boggling. Miles Turner has a ton of interests.
And stolen by DiVincenzo. Pass to Randall. For the lead. The rebound by the Bucks. Giannis has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Rollins the pass to Turner. Edwards against Rollins. 6 to shoot. Giannis a screen on Edwards. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Here's Giannis. Minnesota with the rebound. Here's DiVincenzo. Nothing on the board. Outside Edwards.
Boy, the aggressive move by Anthony Edwards, and he gets exactly what he wants. He draws the contact.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
The Timberwolves shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
Mike Conley's checked in for the Timberwolves. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Trent's checked in. Launches it. Julius Randle with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
That is right in Gobert's window. Make it easy.
Bucks trail by 3. Here's Rollins. Pass to Trent. Outside Turner. Fires from way outside. Stolen by McDaniel. To the middle. And Gobert kicks to Edwards. Gobert, the screen. Edwards, that's good. And now a 5-point Timberwolves lead. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Minnesota.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity, forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
Rollins against Conley. Outside, Green. On the wing, Turner. Green with a screen on Gobert. And it's good, 2 points. Turner's got 14 points.
Boy, it's really special watching Miles Turner put it all together on the offensive end. He's doing work right now.
McDaniels outside. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Edwards looking it over. And here's Conley outside. It's hauled in by Trent.
And even with good coverage defensively, that he has confidence to drill the three.
They set the pick. Turner for 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
After hitting a couple of threes in the first half, he hasn't had much going from distance.
Pass to Randle. And 1:01 left to play in the third. Here's Edwards. Edwards making a statement.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
Rollins against Conley. Here's Rollins. It's Trent on the wing. Pass to Rollins. Over in the corner, Green. Offline with his 3. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 17-6 run. McDaniels in the post. Defended by Trent.
This guy always amongst the league leaders in dunks. Gobert is a force around the cup.
20 seconds left here in the third quarter. Rollins against Conley. Here's Rollins. Turner with a screen on Conley. From the arc. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Yeah, that is a timely three-pointer there. They had to keep it within reach going into the fourth, and that shot allows them to do just that.
And so it's Minnesota with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. On the court for the Bucks. Portis will function as the pivot with Antetokounmpo by his side. Anthony is out there with Gary Harris. And it's Trent in at the 3 spot. Just 5 to shoot. Portis kicks to Trent. From outside, off the mark.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open and yet somehow comes away empty.
Back to Conley. A 3 ball. It's hauled in by Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Antetokounmpo, strong finish.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
Randall passes to Conley. Lets it go from deep. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis is...
things haven't clicked for him offensively, but other guys around him, give them credit. They're filling in the gaps.
And you love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive and forceful.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Here's Dillingham, and he banks in the layup.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Giannis sets a screen for Anthony. Here's the lob. Oh, Giannis up high and down hard.
And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs.
Minnesota in the lead. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Edwards is checked in, and Milwaukee also making a switch. Turner's checked in for Bobby Portis. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He dug into his team for being too complacent on offense, saying, "You're just chucking up the first three you see out there. Be more patient on offense, move the ball around, make the defense work." Guys, let's see if ball movement improves out there.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Shannon's checked in, and it's Mike Conley in for Dillingham. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now.
High scoring hasn't been what we're accustomed to, but as a team, they have been able to find success.
Inside. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Minnesota's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Edwards against Harris. Edwards passes to Shannon. 5 on the clock. Fires for 3. Edwards, no good.
Boy, defense has to feel fortunate there. That's one he normally knocks down.
Anthony on the wing. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Giannis has got 3 assists now in this one.
I absolutely love the aggression from 3 by Cole Anthony, because I know this. With those shot mechanics, he's going to get more and more efficient.
Edwards against Harris. Outside Edwards. Edwards with the bump and the bucket.
I'll tell you, this team has not had an answer for Anthony Edwards. They shouldn't feel alone, though. He's put a lot of work on a lot of teams.
And it's Trent in the corner. Harris outside. It's stolen by Edwards. Conley finds Randall. No good. Shot missing. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Antetokounmpo. Giannis automatic inside.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
Conley, the pass to Edwards. Off target from outside.
In the first half, he was on fire from range, but he hasn't knocked one down since.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. To the inside. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Now it's a 3-point Bucks lead.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down. Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And some changes here for the Bucks. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Gary Trent. Green comes in for Harris. And Rollins subbed in for Cole Anthony. Kuzma against McDaniel. And it's off from three-point range. Timberwolves have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. McDaniels on the wing. Randall a screen on Kuzma. A nice shot by McDaniels.
Yeah, McDaniels really trying to become consistent with that jump shot.
The Bucks trail. Here's Rollins. Giannis a screen on DiVincenzo. Here's Giannis. Highlight reel stuff from Antetokounmpo. My goodness.
There is no question Antetokounmpo is a star in this league. This team trusts him to make the big shot.
Here's DiVincenzo. Randall outside. Pocket 6. Can't get it to go. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. McDaniels pulls it down. Minnesota's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. The Bucks have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. And they double up Giannis. And down goes the free.
You can see the evolution of Giannis as a passer. He's gotten good at thinking for himself and his team.
Green taking his time here. Now under the Kumbo. And they double up Giannis. Turner, oh, the dunk!
Miles Turner comes up big in such a big-time moment. All right, Miles, we see you.
Good work there as it goes down.
Rudy Gobert is so competitive. Doesn't want to let a big moment go by. Nicely done.
Onto the Kumbo. Rebounded by Randall.
Boy, just tremendous effort on defense. That's a clear message from him. No easy buckets.
Go into the rack with energy and be afraid to cut it off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Now onto the Kumbo. Off the glass.
And you know he knows he's the leader of this team. Giannis embracing the opportunity to come through with big baskets.
Randall outside. Lets it go. Outside Edwards. Here's McDaniel. A three-pointer. Good.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Now Green. Outside Turner. Green outside. Turner with the screen. And there's the three.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Edwards inside. He's against Green. It falls!
We know this about Anthony Edwards. He is fearless in these moments. That's a big-time clutch delivery.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
And now we've got the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a three-point game.
Wow, huge trip there. Now you have got to defend that three-point line.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
Puts up the three. Edwards shooting fearlessly from the arc.
This guy has earned a reputation for handling pressure and making clutch shots.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Randall against Giannis. Green outside. Got it up in time. The three is off. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Here we go. The small and power forwards are Kuzma and Antetokounmpo. A.J. Green out there with Rollins. And it's Turner in at the center. Randall against Giannis. Shot clock at 6. Randall. And trying for the go-ahead basket. Doesn't go in. Outside Kuzma. Green with a screen on McDaniel. Here's Green. It's stolen by Edwards. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Yep, that goes down.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
DiVincenzo against Rollins. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Antetokounmpo outside. And they double up Giannis. Stolen by McDaniels. And now Minnesota on the fast break. A huge two-handed slam.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
Now Green. Jacks up a three. Green from outside.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Randall outside. Off target from outside.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
And the double up on Antetokounmpo. Kuzma fires, knocks down the three.
Boy, we've seen Kyle Kuzma mature, and that's a big-time moment for the young man.
Outside, Gobert. McDaniels on the wing. Guarded by Kuzma. Antetokounmpo with the rebound. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. The lead is 2. Wide open. That one is off. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 on shot attempts since the end of regulation. Now Edwards. Into the lane. And there's the dunk.
Anthony Edwards relishes big-time moments, and he delivers right there.
Antetokounmpo against Randall. And the double up on Antetokounmpo. And the three misses. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 6 in the field so far here in overtime. For 3, it's good.
DiVincenzo is fearless. I don't care what time of the game it is. Big bucket to be had. Yes, sir.
Antetokounmpo. And they double up Giannis. Fires the three. He drills the three.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Edwards flees it in off the window.
Oh, Anthony Edwards loves these moments, and boy, does he deliver.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Screen by Giannis. Now Turner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Gobert, and they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get into the penalty. It's Randall. And they go to the intentional foul.
Second team foul. At the line for 2. Julius Randle.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
That's what you call clutch free throws, and he shuts the door on this basketball game. Great job.
Timeout called, the Bucks. They trail by 4. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
No time to waste here. Quick bucket and a foul.
Everybody has got to be in the exact perfect position defensively, and execution has got to be on point.
So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close one. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt like, gave it their all. But when it came to OT, it was just all about sheer determination on their part.
Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Julius, it wasn't always smooth sailing tonight, but you guys got it done. How did you feel about the level of play coming down the stretch?
Absolutely amazing. You know, there's ups and downs of the season, but, you know, one thing is we're going to play hard every night and give ourselves a chance. So we did that for most of the night, but, you know, we did an amazing job staying together.
The effort certainly was not lacking tonight. Thanks, Julius.
Oh, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. And that'll do it, folks. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony, and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.